Before I get into the video, I just want to quickly say that I'm really sorry if my voice sounds a bit weird. I am quite ill, so it does sound like someone has grabbed a whole box of tissues and rammed them up my nose. So I do sound a bit nasally, so sorry about that. This video is going to be all about my tattoos and my piercings. I understand that not everyone agrees with tattoos and piercings. I personally love them, and these kinds of videos are one of my favourite to watch ever. I always search these kinds of videos just because I really like seeing the meaning behind people's tattoos, and it's really interesting to me of why they got them and like what they look like and stuff. So I wanted to do my own version of that video. So I have 9 tattoos? No, I don't. I have 9 piercings and 2 tattoos. I'm going to start with my piercings because I got them first in my life, if that makes sense. So I obviously have my ears pierced. I got my first lobes done when I was 10. I think my mum didn't want me to get them done until I was completely sure, which I'm quite happy about, to be honest. I would do the same for my kids. So I had my lobes done when I was about 10. They didn't really hurt from what I remember, but I have a really terrible memory anyway, so yeah, I've just got little Buddha earrings in there at the moment. After I got my first lobes done, I didn't get any other piercings until I was 16. I think 16 is the legal age you're allowed to get piercings without a parent or guardian present with you, so when I was 16 I kind of went a bit crazy and got all the piercings that I had ever wanted throughout the years. So the next piercing I got when I was 16 was this one, and it's just a 3rd lobe piercing. I didn't get my 2nds done. It's kind of in the position where you would have your 3rd hole, but I've only got it on the one side. I don't have it on this side. I don't really know why I got that one. I just thought it looked nice, so I decided to get it. That one, I don't think that hurt either. I was a bit older at that point, so obviously I knew what it felt like. But yeah, I really like that one. I think it's quite different. So the next piercing I got when I was 16 was my cartilage. It's got a hoop in it at the moment, but I got it done with a stud earring, and I got it pierced with a gun. I really don't recommend getting your cartilage pierced with a gun. I learned that the hard way, and I'm not even joking. My top cartilage ear took about a year to fully heal, when it should have really taken about 6 weeks or something. It would like start to heal, and then I would like knock it slightly and it would just go back to being really painful, and I couldn't ever sleep on it, and it was just a nightmare. So I really don't recommend getting it pierced with a gun. Always get it pierced with a needle. You should probably get any piercing done with a needle anyway. It's just a lot safer, but yeah, definitely don't go for a gun when it's cartilage. I was obviously 16 years old, I didn't really know that before, and I didn't have a lot of money, so I just went for the cheapest option and stuff. To be honest, this is the one that I kind of don't notice that much anymore. I've had this hoop in for about 3 years and I've never had to like change it or take it out. It's a really good hoop, it stayed in place. It was from Claire's, just one of those standard silver hoops. And since it's healed, I've never had any problems with this one. The next piercing I got was my belly button. I got that done when I was either 16 or 17, I can't really remember. I got that pierced with a needle, and honestly I haven't had any problems with it whatsoever. What they do is they get a clamp, and then they clamp the section they're going to pierce and then just put the needle through, so I could barely feel it, to be honest. And then it healed really quickly, so I'm really happy with my belly button piercing, and it's the one that's probably given me the least grief over the years. So the next piercing I got when I was 17 was my tragus. That's just this part in the middle of my ear, just this cartilage bit. And at the moment I've just got a blue kind of simple stud in there. That was the piercing that probably hurt the least out of all of them. I don't know why, I don't know what they did to it, but they did it with the needle again, and it just wasn't painful at all. So I really like this one too. It healed really quickly, didn't have any problems with it. All of my piercings I cleaned with like salt water, so yeah, I'm really happy with that one too. My next piercing I got when I was 17 was my scaffolding. I count it as 2 piercings because technically it has been through my ear twice, even though I'm only wearing 1 piece of jewellery, but you can take it out and have 2 pieces of jewellery, so I count it as 2 piercings. This one did actually really hurt. This one hurt the most out of all of my piercings. I think it's because they go through the one side and then they just go straight through the other one without a break in between. And also the bar is a lot thicker than just a standard stud, so the needle is bigger. But that said, it healed really quickly and really nicely, and I haven't had any problems with this one either. and I really like the way it looks. It's quite different, so I do like that one a lot too. That's probably one of my favourite ones. So the final piercing I have I got when I was either 19 or 20, so not long ago, and it was kind of just an impulse piercing, and it's just this one in the middle of my ear on my cartilage. I got that one done with a needle and it was completely fine. It healed in weeks and it didn't hurt, and it's just so much better with a needle. So onto my tattoos. My first tattoo I got when I was 18, so again, as soon as I hit like the legal age, I got that done. I got it done with one of my friends called Emily, and she got it done in the same place as me, but she has a different tattoo. So my tattoo is just a silhouette of a swallow bird with its wings flying open. I personally would never get a tattoo unless it had a lot of meaning to me. Both of my tattoos have a lot of meaning to me. The swallow can be interpreted quite a few different ways. Everyone has their own kind of personal connection with their tattoos. For me, it's like a symbol of independence. I am a really independent person, and I am completely content with being by myself. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy other people's company as much as the next person, but I feel like I'm truly relaxed when I'm by myself and I have time to think, and I've always been that way. So the swallow for me kind of symbolises my individuality and my independence. So it's on the back of my neck, and when I got it done it actually did really hurt. I don't know why it hurt so much. My friend Emily was like, I didn't think it hurt that much, but for me it was so painful. I had to like clench my teeth, but I kind of just bared it, and I was really happy with the way it turned out. It only took about half an hour. It felt like longer because it hurt so much, but it was only about half an hour. I think it cost £50, which is the minimum in a lot of tattoo shops across the UK. I love it and it has a lot of meaning to me, and yeah, that's my first tattoo. So my second tattoo I got this year. I got it done with 3 of my friends. We don't have matching ones or anything, they all had different ones that have meanings to them, but yeah, we got them done like together at the same time. So I just have a hamster hand on my ankle. The hamster hand has a lot of different meanings. It's very popular in Middle Eastern and African countries, and it can be to do with religion. It means protection in a lot of religions. For me it has a bit of a different meaning, and last year I got really into lucid dreaming, which is where you can realise that you're dreaming when you're asleep and you are able to control your dreams. So I did loads of research, I read loads of articles, watched loads of documentaries, read loads of books on it, and one of the books that I read really hit a nerve with me, and that was by Morley. So he goes into a lot of detail about lucid dreaming, but he also goes into a lot of detail about spirituality. I don't mean like religious spirituality, because I'm personally not religious, but I do believe in your internal spirituality, if that makes sense. So I really kind of connected with that idea, and the idea of being your own best friend, but it's just kind of being at peace with yourself. It's still a work in progress, it's hard to be completely at peace with yourself, but I've definitely improved from what I used to be like. When I was in my second year of university, I kind of had a self-revelation. Something just clicked inside me, and I realised that the only person that you can pretty much trust in your life is yourself. And I honestly believe that you have to live your life for yourself, and you have to be quite selfish in life. You shouldn't live your life for anyone else. That might sound quite bad, but that could still count for someone who all they want to do is help other people in life, and they're not that interested in their own happiness. That is still doing what they want to do because that makes them happy. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't help other people. Like, if you want to help other people, that's what makes you happy. That's what I mean. So it's not a selfish or a bad thing. It's just saying you need to live your life for yourself, because nobody else is going to do that for you. No one else is interested in doing that, so you've kind of got to take the reins on that and YOLO. But I do seriously really believe in that, and I think that the hamster hand was the perfect symbol for me, because when I was doing all that research and looking into it, a lot of Buddhism kind of related stuff came up, and the hamster hand is quite a strong symbol in the Buddhism religion. But like I said, I'm not religious, but the Buddhism religion does kind of promote like self-love, self-worth, so that is why I got the hamster hand. I really love the tattoo as well because it's completely unique in the fact that nobody else has it, because my tattooist did a lot of freelance work in it, So it's an individual tattoo, and that relates back to my individuality and stuff like that. This tattoo didn't hurt as much as my first one. I don't know whether it's because it's the placement of it and the area of the body just hurts less, but yeah, this was a lot more bearable than my neck. So that's pretty much it for my tattoos and piercings. I think I probably will get more tattoos in the future. There's one that I want quite soon, so I might do an updated video when I get that done, so make sure you subscribe so you can see that. If you have any questions, just comment down below. I try and reply to all of the questions everybody leaves me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye!